Great and a beautiful morning to you all, wherever you're joining me at this hour. Today is the first trading day of the week. I know that most market, mature market has opened at this hour. But I'll say welcome to 139 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. The market remained dicey as I told you last week. The oscillation has started this morning. So for you as an investor, for you to play wise and at the same time protect your capital, don't venture into this market without having what plan to trade, and at the same time not using your stop loss and other technical tools to manage to manage your risk in the market. Why we emphasize on taking away emotion and at the same time having a stop loss is for you to able to work to manage the volatility in the market, and this volatility is also what creates wealth for investors and designing traders at any given time. But you must understand what you are doing in the market, because your investment goal or objective will guide you. The kind of stock you buy, are you trading local stock or international stock? This is what we're going to discuss as we go into the class today. But as we speak now, stock market across the globe had opened Monday trading on a negative sentiment ahead of various central banks meeting holding this week. I will tell you, including that of Fed and others, like here in Nigeria, our own is next week. But I'm telling you that at this moment, the fear of Fed meeting has already started playing out what in the market, which I expected also to hike a rate. And this range of what at the range of 75 to 100. Some are saying even 50, but the outcome will finally come this week. But we still the fear that rate hike is going to also further slow down what the economy. In the midst of the World Bank and IMF warning that continued monetary policy tightening may usher in usher the world economy into recession faster than expected. Already, the increasing fear of recession is affecting consumer confidence and purchasing power as we speak. As far that this rate continue to and people income is not moving in that direction. And yes, the central banks would they justify the decision of tightening monetary policy tightening because of what inflation is hitting the roof, in different climate. We agree, but I believe that it is not only tightening of or hiking of interest rates what we use to solve this issue as to speak now. I think this is why one bank said that we should look beyond interest rate, because as you are furthering increasing your rate, you are also kind of leading the economy toward to contraction, and contraction will also lead toward to recession, definitely. And for that, as we continue to increase rate, cost of doing business, cost of living also will be increasing in that direction. Even savings will not be what encouraged, even when you are able to give them more returns than saving, because of their interest, their income is not moving in the direction of inflation, and their cost of living is high. Savings will be less. That's why investments also be affected. But you as an investor should know what kind of environment you should be. And I think we're going to discuss that later. But as we speak now, oil price had a further pullback to trade below $90 to speak now at $89.79 per barrel, as fear of demand and also supply tightening continue to drive oscillation in that space. You know that as we are going to recession already. If you look at the data that are managed from China, the second world economy, is not so looking friendly. On that, people are being concerned, and that's why investors across the globe are wary of what is happening in the market as we speak now. And for that, you as a trader or investor, you must put all this words into view when you are taking your investment decision. As we speak, US major market indices are in red, and that of what and European market or stocks are also in what in red down. But why Asia and Africa are missed, NGS, the Nigeria exchange here, I'll tell you at this moment it's also trading lower because of what also we're seeing some big cap stocks like Steplat, and Zenith Bank, UCAP, in the gainers and the losers chart. That's why we're seeing this pullback this morning. But activities in the local market here remain relatively low and calm because of what all eyes are on what on the MPC meeting that's also coming. And today being the first trading day of the week, people are trying to plan their trade, and I believe that going into the week we'll see also how the market will play out. But with the inflation figure or the economic data we're seeing, I think both the portfolio managers and the pension fund all be looking at how they can go to what we call edging in investing. Which sector, which class of stock they will buy at this time, And if at the end of the day there's another rate hike, it's going to further threaten the equity market, because when there's high inflation, it threatens both equity market, all forms of investment are threatened with what with high interest rate or high inflation rate, sorry. And because you want to really play safe to hedge against your hard-earned money to preserve your capital, you look at, okay, which industry, which category of stocks, which sector will I be putting my money, so that at the end of the day my portfolio will be preserved. That is why this morning we want to look at different categories of stocks and also sectors that we have on the exchange, and how you can also navigate them to invest at this time. That's why I said investing in stock market has historically shown that there are some important platform or ways or road or kind of a roadmap you should follow to get what the right investment decision. And that means at this time that you can't change what is happening in the market. What you can do today is for you to improve your level of knowledge, because the dynamics of the market will continue to change, and it's going to change. You also should also kind of up your game or up your skill of trading, so that at the end of the day you'll be able to know the right time you should be in one particular industry or one particular stock, or where, because as market continue to go in cycles, also activities of some companies also going to go in that cycle. That means when market in some sector or some cycle or some stage, there are some companies that are bound to do well in that stage. Then if you understand that this economy move in cycles, so the market move in cycle, and also the woman sentiment goes negative and positive, you will know exactly where to be at each given time. And there are factors that drive this economic cycle, which are majorly inflation, interest rate, and what national output or industrial output, what we call it. If you know exactly where the economy is at that particular time, it will help you exactly to know what to do, to know the kind of stock you should invest. Because there are other news that will be coming, like news that will be coming here and there. But if you are not in the right position, in the right sector, on the right stock, because these stocks have as classes and also have also sectoral classes. If you don't know where the sector is doing well and why they are doing well, that is going to be, and also where the economy is. If the economy is in a early contraction or late contraction, early expansion, mid expansion, and late expansion, also there are kind of companies or sectors that will move at that time. That means if you are holding a stock when it was in early expansion, and we're already in an early contraction, other sectors or industry will also be benefit from that moment, that category of where we are in terms of economic situation. Because interest rate, as I said earlier, inflation, and the national will have to tell you which sector will know, and also which sector and industry will benefit. I would like to look at the different categories of stock, and also the classification of this stock, so that you know exactly which one belongs to and where you should be and which one you should invest. Here to start with, I will run the kind of stocks we have, and that kind of stock we look at also the sectors that we have. Then we're gonna look at either the one we call cyclical, dividend, income stock, defensive stock. We want to look at the not cyclical stock. We want to look at them separately, so that in certain class we'll be treating them one after the other. Blue chip stocks. Look at those penny stocks. Look at why are they penny stock? Growth stock. Is it time for you to buy growth stock, or it's time for you to buy commodity backed stock, or to buy real estate backed stock? You need to understand where are you going to trade beyond our border. These are international stock. Then are you doing only domestic stock? And you don't know which industry are they are. That's why you need to understand the category of stock we have, and also the sectors we have, and which sector is benefiting from what is happening currently in the economy. That will go a long way also to help you to know exactly what to do as an investor. As we speak, the category of stocks we have, the common stock. The common stock is the shares, we just call shares, security, or equity. These are the common stock. These are the stock that no ordinary shareholder like you, like me, are owning. Because at the end of the day, it is what happened in that company that they will know, that will decide what to get or not. But for those that are called preferential stocks, these are common shareholders. You are interested in dividend, but when you see the stock that has a more preferred share stocks, that in form of taking bond and also know that it's at the end of the taking care of this preferential stockholder, or need to call it, that the one for the common share. But for the common share or the shareholders, common shareholders are those that at the end of the day, if related that happen to the company after they have settled every the company over the common shareholders. You must understand it. These are another one is they have what we call large cap stocks. Yes, in a market you have large cap stocks like all those big names that really control index. These are the ones that are called the. You need to understand why they are called livestock because of what they are market stock and value stock. When you want to invest in good stock, what are you going to look at? Growth stock are stock one that they are expanding, they are increasing their activity so that they can later become a value stock. When an environment like now where we have a high interest rate, these growth stocks are highly hit by the economic activities. That's why I want to talk about those value stock too. Those value stock because of the nature of their business, they are a bit stabilized, and those ones is where you see their business model, they are well managed. But for those growth stock, they are well managed, but because of their economic situation, high risk associated with them, people want to look away for them because these are companies that are growing, and because there's high interest rate, it's going to affect their earnings. And that because they're not paying dividend at all, because that's why they are called growth stock. Either they are paying, they're going to pay at a low payout, or they are not paying at all. But for the value stock, because their business is stable and it's matured, and most of them are leaders in their industry, for this value stock we're telling, for that people want to look the way of that stock, depend on where the economy is and what is happening in the market. You can see that's why you must understand which kind of stock you are in. Then we have what we call also IPO stocks, those that are doing IPO. Dividend stocks is then with the income stock. A dividend stock is with income stock. Non-dividend stock, you have a cyclical stock. You also have a non-cyclical. You have safe stock. You have a exchange, so that you know exactly where this company belongs, and to see which sector that is benefiting what is happening in the economy, so that it will guide you to know exactly which one should be what in your portfolio as you speak now. I call it stocks categorized by what? By sectors. This stock will also give you an insight what sector is doing well and what sector, you know exactly how to take what your investment decision. Then you can start with we have the banking stock, whether you call it financial, say financial stock, financial sector, sorry. When I say financial sector, it comes to compared to both insurance and other, but here we have a banking stock, we also have insurance, we have other financials, but they are all what? Financial stock. Because the banks, like mortgage, insurance, we have here Presco, sorry, Fixing and Me and Baker, Madeku and Nimex. These are the healthcare. Look at industrial goods. So you hear the industrial sector, industrial sector, talk about this, like for here, like our market is we have Vega, all these are also look at the conglomerate, to conglomerate, talk about no UACN, Transcorp. These are companies that we have a technology sector where you have a here is called the ITC here. They will talk about either e-transact, talk about charms and all of them like COVID, then they talk about the gas, talk of electricity. I will tell you exactly where you should also pitch your tent, so that you know exactly what to do with your fund. Don't just say because it's stock market, you just jump in. No, this category of sector will guide you. And also, I've mentioned the name of stocks that category of stock, either defensive, growth stock, value stock, penny stock, high cap stock. You must understand that so that at the end of the day, you will be buying into the right stock at the right time. Once you're able to do this, you are good to go. When you are taking your investment decision, it is all about your worth, your hard-earned money, and you must invest wisely. Subsequently, we'll be looking at the difference between the large cap stock, medium cap stock. Look at I said that the cyclical stock. Look at the dividend and non-dividend. Look at the safe stock. Look at the stock with high margin of safety. Why they have margin of safety? We'll look at them one after the other as we go into the week. But I believe that since we have started on this platform, this is what we're going to look at this week. Those domestic stock and international stock. This is part of what we're going to discuss in the coming masterclass, where you can take advantage of market, arbitrage trading, knowing that what is happening in the other market, international market and local market. How can you leverage on these stocks and trade them here, so that you take advantage of that? This part of one discuss. But I also believe that the way the market is going, immediately after the FPC meeting, it give a clear direction where the market is going. And don't forget, I said that the last quarter of the year is most sector, active quarter, which activities, because of seasonality that are attached to that quarter, you need to also take advantage of them. I'm happy for those that are also taking advantage of the 15% discount. I can see even over the weekend, people are still transferring money, paying for their space. If you have not done that, I will encourage you to do that by tomorrow, by 12 midnight tomorrow, 20th. I think the 15% discount for the masterclass will you need to prepare for it because that is the only way you can take advantage of the market. Even though some are going to share, you have it already in your portfolio, it will boost your confidence. But if you don't attend, even when you have to stop, you'll be panicking, and panicking does not bring anything good in your investment decision. You must take away panic from your trading. But panic will not increase your portfolio, rather it will lead you to take wrong decision. And that is why anybody that is panicking when trading or when investing would not have anything to show for his investment, because you sell when you're supposed to be buying, or you buy when you're supposed to sell, because you are following what is happening in the market without having what is guiding you. Either your knowledge in the market is small, and that is why you want to increase your knowledge. That's why I say if you can't change what is happening in the market, you must improve on your trading skill or investing skill to stay ahead of the market and know how to hedge your portfolio, and also grow your capital at this market situation, because there is still potential in the market. I see that potential, that if you and I is in that potential, it's time for you to prepare to know how to invest wisely in the market. There's no cause for alarm. Rather, I will tell you, this is time for you to also increase your investment in some stocks, because compounding interest is also good when you are investing in the equity market, especially if you understand what you are doing in the market, because the market volatility and the chart are revealing where the market is going. But we are going to keep our eyes on a settled level of the market. Once market comes to that level, we know it also. That's why all eyes is on the outcome of MPC meeting to know exactly where the market will go from that dimension. Once it becomes clearer for investors, I think the fear will also come down after the war. But as we speak, the latest inflation data, the CPI has also opened our eyes to see most of investment that are in red, their returns are in red. Most windows also need to guide yourself on what to do in that regard, so that you will not just be holding stuff for dog holding sake. You need to also know how to hedge against inflation, and that is why I said it in one of the program, which also I will encourage you to also try and subscribe, so that you get information. You can actually share with your friends. Go and listen to some of the analysis that were done over the weekend on analysis hangout. You see, it also going to boost your confidence and your decision making. When two people are doing a thing, you can see that it helps you also to know that yes, you are doing the right thing, or not. That's why you need to also subscribe to that YouTube. Once you go there, you can see other videos and more was to come, especially as you're preparing for the master class. After this Saturday, the upper Saturday, you need to take advantage of what we are sharing that video to guide you, especially now that the market is a bit dicey, continuing on the sideway movement. But all eyes on this market, because we know that our market has maintained a strong position despite what is happening globally. Most of the market across the world are in red, but our market still remain in green. For me, it's a good one, and this also around a political environment like this, where we have an election ahead of us. Fear is there, but I believe that the structure and the nomenclature of the market has changed, that we might not see much impact of election, but we cannot rule it out. But the much impact as before might not be fair, because before we see people dumping because of election, but now the major players are international investors. Yes, I know they are not playing right now because of what the market situation, but seeing the outcome of the result, the report or the data from the last inflation report, that was also ginger what to do, because they are in the market to make one also to edge the portfolio they are managing for good. I think going forward, the Q3, as I said earlier, most of the class will also give a direction where the market will be going from that position. As we speak now, we want to look at the live chart. We look at the live chart to see what is happening in the market. As we speak, the market is also trading in a red position, slightly down. Market is trading at 49,435.88, down 39.54, percent about 0.09 negative as we speak. I can tell that market activity is a big door. Then you can see that if you look at the market red, that's why we're seeing a pullback on the index. The market red is positive. You look at, we're seeing more gainers. Yes, I say market is a big door in terms of activities. Only 6 gainers against 3 losers. The 3 losers are Seplat, UCAP, and Zenith Bank as we speak at this hour. While the gainers are eTransat, I see Vitafoam, FTN Cocoa, International Brewery, and ICO are the gainers as we speak now. Then if you look at the volume in terms of top trade, you can see FBN holding is leading, followed by Zenith Bank. You can see GT Code. Tomorrow is their qualification day for the tactical. I expect the stock to just split out a little today. But as we speak now, it's just up slightly at this hour. I tell you that how the market, but we look at what is happening in GT code, then we look at the Zenith Bank and Markdown. This what we are seeing in FBN holding the pullback. I look at the chart to see what is happening in this stocks. Like as we have discussed before now, that if you look at the market is also on a side trading mode here from here to here, but general direction of the market is what is on the what on a what we call a bearish channel down as we speak. But on this note, from here to here, you can see that lower highs, but now market is trending as we speak. It has not gone below this, but it's trending until take off this before now, so another high, lower low can continue. But now we're seeing a lower high, but now on a side trending mode, looking sideways or ranging, anyone we call it. But we need to look at call out our indicators to look at what is happening now in the market. It's very, very important. That's why we're call it a live class. Let's call this a chart up to guide us also. We're going to use our normal tools. Money flow is very key at this point. We'll look at our T line. T line must be what? Must be 8. Yeah. T line, the blue line there you are seeing. Then the last one we're following. We don't want to cram the chart with what indicators, but this will help us to stochastic oscillator now is on now. You can see the chart now. You can see this the index action up. You are seeing the volume here 20, but I tell you most to catch this so that at the end of the day it can give you more prompt and so decisive decision to take when you are using them. If you look at the market here, quick one, that the farther the index is from what from the T line, it shows that something also about to happen. But to speak, still close, but you can see that it has been day before we conclude that position. As we speak now, market is also below the T line, but money flow is looking up at this time, and we're also looking at the oscillator, try to also to make another turn. That means market at oversold the region already. Looking at the oscillator to tell you that yes, market is trading the momentum is below 30. That means 30. That means around the oversold region that will attract a decision. But knowing that most stock on the exchange as we speak now are grossly on their value, but because of fear of what is happening, that's why a clear direction that will come. But don't forget that also time value of money is very, very important. If we cross into the last quarter of the year, you can see on the strength of the number we're seeing, push-out taking will be there. People will also looking back to cash on those stock that has high dividend yield. As I said earlier, that if you are in the market and inflation is already around 20.52 and your return is far below that, like anything below 15, I think we are about if to go. And as we speak now, you can see that there are some companies with a strong dividend yield of 14, 15, company like I can tell. And if such company also make 10% appreciation, knowing that stocks a day appreciation is despite inflation on interest rate, who sector go to benefit, but economic cycle where what is happening in economy today, once you do that sector and the earnings in that sector are going to be positive market that you can take advantage of. And these are the opportunities we're going to discuss also at the coming master class. So that's why I said you should make time and join us in that coming master class so that you also have time to improve your trading decision and also stuff to that will come from all the analysts, all the professionals, all the presenters will give you their own class of stocks. Then before Investdata will finally give you their own stock. This will also help you to know what Investdata is, because most of them they pick their own stocks, who pick their own separately. Then at the end of the day, you can see where what we are seeing. That consensus is what also will boost your confidence that different analysts on that platform are bringing the same thing about or separating about. It's going to help you if they are seeing differently. You also see there. That's why you need to also join these professionals and also take advantage of the information you're going to share to also improve your portfolio. Is very, very important. This is for the market. We want to quickly look at those stocks that we mentioned to see how they are trading at this point. Let's look at what is happening in FBNH. FBNH, what is happening there now? We want to look at it and see for further down, but I believe that I tell you that the stock is momentum is down. You can see when it has that level, what you see? You see an uptrend there. Even when there was a divergence, you can see that it came up also to support. Tells that you need to understand what is happening there. You can see that now it has come lower, to form even here. Looking at an uptrend. Once there is positive information from might see an uptrend. Let's look at the 1 hour chart for FBN holding. for 1 hour chart of FBN holding. Yes, the 1 hour chart, you see that the stocks also, the 1 hour chart, you see that the stocks also, on 1 hour chart, you can see where the stock is now. You can see that, it's far below the, the, the T line. You can see what you can see, and this is a sign to when you see also at oversold region, you need to watch very well. Despite that, we're seeing a little kind of the money flow looking down, but far from this, the pullback or where the price now from there is far. It's also a sign that you keep that yes, the distance, the farther the index action or price action is far from T line, the time that something is likely to come to bring it back to the right direction. It's also what you should have learned from the class today. It's very very important. And so I need to look at, for me, I see opportunity ahead of Q3 in this stock. As we speak now again, you can look at on the 1 hour chart now. You can see that the money flow that we're looking at has turned up again. Let's look at GT code. GT code. Look at GT code. GT code qualification day is tomorrow. The GT code for GT code, you can see it's green, slightly green. And money flow is looking up, even at this price of that means people are taking position. So you can see money flow is looking up. To speak now, I trust 50 to read 52. It's a good trend, it's a good one. But after it will go, I believe that because of the qualification day tomorrow, people want to take advantage, knowing that there's a kind of a high dividend yield there if they maintain what they are trading at the end of the day. That's why you can see fund entering the stock. The money flow are giving us that there's still fund entering the stock as we speak now. And this momentum stochastic is telling us can see a U-turn here. That is a good one for GT code. Let's quickly look at Vital Foam that door rebounded. Last week closed at 20 naira, but as we speak now, we're seeing a rebound in that stock, which is also good for Vital Foam. This September year-end account. We expect to see that people start looking ahead, because this is the first audited result of the market this year, and around there, December, before end of December. But we'll speak now on a day chart, a 1 hour chart for the stock. Exactly. On the 1 hour chart, we also have to watch and see. You can see in the last 1 hour, it's up here. I still maintain that range, even if it is down here, red exposure, but it has not changed. That'll be at the end of the day, but I think the momentum indicator around around over both region was not really overboard, but let's watch, because that's not really the decision to say you want to sell because that's before. Let's keep our eyes on Vital Foam and see what we can make from that stock before the result comes to demand. Not knowing that by end of before end of December we'll see the full year results. Having September as a because this will be the end of their financial year. And also we expect to see their results in October. They are unaudited account. This also guide investor. That's why those that are designer, but that's why immediately after the APC meeting, we'll jump into action. That's why those that are coming for the masterclass, stuff for you to take, we are just preparing. We're also watching to confirm our sentiment. And whatever is happening in the economy, what to happen in the market matters. That supply and demand is key. And that was what where it's going. And as I've said, this cycle of check today, look at today, the industries and the name of the stock that will suffice this period, we need to also look at them so that at the end of the day, we'll be in the right position. Yes, this is for Vital Foam. Finally, let's look at the UCAP or step. Let's look at UCAP that is slowing down this morning because what we know the value stocks in the market. Let's look at the price of UCAP and what is happening there. Is it pulling back? Is it time to go and buy more of the UCAP? Want to see. UCAP has sustained. If you look at UCAP on the 1 hour, it comes down, come up again as we speak. You can see that it's still slightly trading on top of the T line. You can see money flow on the 1 hour chart. It gives a lot of investors confidence. But let's see now as we speak on a day chart, the stock is still on top of the T line at 1180. This is the money flow is looking down, but like I said, strong momentum is still there forward from the stochastic RSI as we see below here. It's a good one for us to keep our eyes on the stock. For those that come investors, who we're going to discuss more into the week, we'll become this stock gradually, topic by topic, so that at the end of the day, we arrive on the kind of stock we should buy and why we should buy those stocks. Yes, I will say big thank you for your time. Again, I will remind you of the coming masterclass. If you have not taken advantage of the 50% discount, It's going to last by what? By tomorrow, 12 midnight. Take advantage of those that paid yesterday. I'll say thank you. We acknowledge. I believe my guys have also acknowledged your payment.